Japan's new strategy targets younger demographics? Okay, very good. Next, prevalence. This, this belief is still prevalent in rural areas. Okay, very good. Now, do you have any questions so far? And we still have one word though. Yeah, we still have one word. Yes, resilient. Okay. Children can be surprisingly resilient after facing hardships. Okay, very good. And let's move on now. We have the comprehension. Do you want me to read the questions twice or once? Once. Okay, number one, what does the harassment encyclopedia list? Number two, why have new types of harassment like love harassment and single harassment appeared? Number three, what do older members say in nostalgia harassment? And now, which audio do you want to listen? US audio here.
Why is Japan fighting back against daily rude acts? In Japan, society is becoming less tolerant of unpleasant behavior, as seen in the growing types of recognized harassment. A new book, The Harassment Encyclopedia, exhaustively lists 68 actions viewed as harassment. These include noisily slurping noodles, or nuhara, and criticizing home backgrounds in online meetings, or rimohara. The book shows the pain from daily interactions. Beyond established types like sexual, racial, and power harassment, emerging forms target modern situations. Customer harassment, or kasuhara, involves rude customers mistreating service workers. Due to low birth and marriage rates, new types include love harassment, or rabuhara, single harassment, or shinhara, child harassment, or kohara, and baby harassment, or bebihara. These expand harassment to cover demographics and personal life. With more official recognition of harassment types, Japanese society's tolerance is declining. People no longer smile and accept unpleasant acts, they refuse them openly. Rejection grows stronger once labeled as harassment. Some believe society is overly sensitive, citing terms like snack harassment or okahara. A modern form, nostalgia harassment, is prevalent in organizations but missing from the book. Older members repeat that old days were better, lamenting old Japan was prosperous, and recalling past workers were more resilient, harder working, and less complaining. This is significant due to high labor participation among those aged 65 and over.
Hello? Okay. Were you able to listen the article fully? Okay. And my camera is turned off. Okay. It's okay. All right. Because the connection, all right. Okay. All right. So, do you want to listen again or answer the questions right now? Okay. Number one, what does the harassment encyclopedia list? Okay. Very good. Next, number two, why have new types of harassment like love harassment and single harassment appeared? That is correct. Next, number three, what do older members say in the nostalgia harassment? Yes, that's correct. Thank you so much. Now, let's move on to read out. Please read this article, Cookie. Okay. Thank you so much for reading. Do you now have any questions? Okay. Yes. Yes, there are sexual harassment. That's very common. I mean, probably it's just not the report or like the news that we can hear every day, of course. But at some point, yeah, that's happening in the Philippines as well. So that's why we have sexual harassment. And at some point, when it comes to riding on a bus, there is also already a law to that. If they're also like it's connected to sexual harassment as well. If they're if because sometimes it's very crowded in a bus, right? And some people might be taking advantage to younger girls, or it could be taking advantage to other people who are not really also thinking about such, but then again they are taking advantage of the situation. Yes, that's it. I think it's only that. That's the general point of having the harassment in our country. I've never heard any other yet. Yes. Okay. In your country, these are the type of harassment that you can have. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Mm, all right. Got it. Well, thank you so much. Do you have other questions aside from that one? You're welcome. So let's move on right away to this discussion part. Question number one. Do you think giving an official label to a new action, like customer harassment, makes society less tolerant of it? Why or why not? Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Okay. Well, it could also be like a new action that's connected to this kind of harassments, or it could be just something as an alibi, right? So many people would say, "Oh no, this is a new one, so it's just the same as the other, but you're just making a new name." Right? Okay. Thank you so much for your answer. Let's now move on to the sample answers here. Do you want to read them or later? Later. Okay, here we have question two. Do you feel that people around you are becoming less tolerant of small, unpleasant things in daily life? Please share your thoughts. Mm-hmm. 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 In the past, people in the past, yeah, because they would say, "Oh, it's a natural thing that we are experiencing," but actually, in this present times, many people would say it's already like they are surpassing the rule. They can have like an issue about it in a court, for example. Yes. But thank you so much. All right. We have question number three right now. So, when you feel that someone is acting unpleasantly towards a service worker, what do you usually do and why? Mm-hmm. 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 It's like you're concerned to that person next to you. Mm. All right. Thank you so much. Because at some point, no matter how hard we try, that we should not be effective because it's not our business, but we have concern to other people sometimes. We concern that much that we can say something. Oh, yeah, of course. And you would say, oh, she should say something or do something about it. But some people are just staying quiet and they don't want to make a like an issue or yeah, a scandal or something. Yeah. Mhm. Actually, I was working in a sales industry before, and we have that kind of quotation: "Customer is the king. Customer is the bloodline of the store." Or something. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, that's really the type of thing. But of course, depending on the management, whoever they are also taking side because it's not just the customer that should be always right. They say customer is always right. It's they are not always right, of course, depending on the situation. Okay. Thank you. We are now having question four, which is better for society? A, creating specific labels for every type of unpleasant action, or B, only focusing on a serious harassment. Please give one benefit of your choice. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, of course. There are different words that we can use depending on the people and depending on the understanding of the other people as well. So there must be like a common ground to using a specific word that many people can understand, like the general point that's easier to understand. Okay. Thank you so much. And we now have question five. How do you think the rise of many different harassment labels will change social interactions in Japan society or Japanese society and why? Mm-hmm. 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 Yes. Because at some point, it's not just about their position that they should think about, but it's a connection that they can have with their employees. Since also it can, let's just say, it can have a great impact on them. Like they don't have a good connection while they're doing a task. Yes. Yeah. That's why issues should not be happening or existing in the workplace, but we cannot avoid that, right? Ah, thank you. We now have question six. In the future, do you think labels will appear for unpleasant behavior that happens in online communication? Please give the details. Mm, 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 mm. Yes. And at some point, yeah, it's just very important, right? Many people can connect to different people around the world, even with our families, right? But of course, there are also an advantage. There are also unadvantages, yes, or disadvantages. But thank you so much for your answers. So we are now done with these questions here. Do you have any question right now, Cookie? All right. So we still have a minute. Do you want us to have a review or just a quick free con? Quick, quick free conversation. Okay. All right. So since we are done today, do you have any plans after this? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Drinking session in Monday. This Monday. Mm, okay. Okay. Well, have fun with your colleagues. Thank you so much. See you next time. You're welcome. See you. Bye bye for now.